Standing with your feet hip-width apart, hands to hips, folding from the hips. Taking the peace fingers around the big toes. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop the head. And give the head a little shake just to relax the shoulders and the neck. You want to draw the shoulders back away from the ears here. You're pulling on the toes. And if it's possible for you, start to draw the elbows out to the sides. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, take the hands all the way under the feet. You're stepping all the way up to the wrist creases with the toes and pressing into the front of the feet so the weight shifts forward. You feel that stretch all the way down the back line of the body. This is called gorilla pose. Nice deep breaths. Keep your belly strong. Releasing the hands, come up to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come into chair pose. Exhale, folding forward. Breathe into your flat back. Exhale, step or jump to low plank. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward, coming up to warrior one. As you exhale, open the hips into warrior two. The back foot's now parallel with the back of your mat. Send your gaze over your right fingertips. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, come into reverse warrior. So your gaze is either up to the top hand or you're softening through the neck. Coming forward into extended side angle, so the right hand is down on the floor or a brick or a can, whatever you've got available. Reaching over the head with the left fingertips. Feel that line from the left fingertips all the way to the back edge of your left foot. Breathing in, stepping back to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Again, just checking the feet. The front knee is stacked over the front ankle. Soften the shoulders down the back, but draw the belly in. Let's flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Again, softening the neck. You might drop your gaze to your back foot if that's nicer. Coming forward into extended side angle. Again, taking your option with the bottom hand, reaching over the head, but softening the shoulders down the back. Keep the belly strong. And the breath moving. Next time you breathe out, stepping back to low plank. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths here in downward dog. And step the right foot forward, warrior one. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale as you reverse, but straighten through the front knee this time. Exhale, come all the way forward into triangle pose. The bottom hand's going to press into the shin, or if you need to, it's not as comfortable, take a brick under that bottom hand, plant your palm down. And again, you can always drop that ear down to the shoulder, softening the neck, or just dropping the gaze if that's good for you. Inhale as you come all the way back up. Exhale, stepping the feet parallel. Hands to hips as you exhale, folding forward, dropping the hands under the shoulders or onto bricks if you can't reach the floor. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, folding forward. Feeling that stretch down the back of the legs, the outside of the hips perhaps. Press into the outside edges of your feet. Take a deep breath in as you lift the chest, hands to hips. Little bend in the knees as you breathe in, rise all the way to standing. Inhale as you step forward, you're turning the right toes forward, taking reverse prayer, or if you can't quite take reverse prayer, catch the opposite elbows. We're folding over that right leg, feeling the stretch down the back of the right leg. Deep breaths, gazing to that big toe. Inhale, and folding forward. Your back foot should also be facing forward. Good. Next time you exhale, stepping or jumping to low plank, breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, coming up to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, reverse, straightening through your front knee. Exhale, coming all the way forward into triangle pose. Again, taking your variation with the bottom hand. Maybe a brick if that feels nicer. And then reach up through your right fingertips. Your choice to look up to the top hand or drop the head, look down. Perhaps drop the left ear onto that left shoulder if it's nicer for the neck. Keep pressing into your right foot. Inhale as you come back up to standing, turning the toes so the feet are parallel, hands to hips, reaching out wide. Exhale, folding forward, taking the outside of the feet if it's available. If not, just take the hands back under the shoulders again. Taking deep breaths here. The weight's forward in your feet, softening the neck. Exhaling. One more breath. Hands to hips. Exhale. Breathe in as you come back to standing, turning the left toes forward, stepping the back foot in. So both feet are facing forward, taking your variation with the arms. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale as you fold over that left leg. And again, you can either look to the big toe, or if it's nicer, drop your head and look towards the knee. Keep squeezing the thighs towards each other so you're nice and stable through your lower body. Breathe in, step or jump to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe here just to settle the mind, settle the body. Next time you breathe out, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, rolling all the way up to standing, reaching up through the fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathing in, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step or jump to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So coming forward into plank, we're going to lower all the way down onto the mat, onto your belly. So we're coming into the floor series now, series of back bends. So make sure you have space around you. Taking the forehead onto the mat, turn the palms face down. As you breathe in, lift the head and the chest. You might keep the hands pressing down, you might keep the feet pressing down. They're all options. Otherwise you can lift all of them up off the mat. We're lengthening from toes all the way up through the crown of the head. Exhale, drop the head down. Relax, relax. Right ear on the mat. Okay, turning the forehead down this time, interlacing the fingers. Inhale as you lift up, lifting the feet if that works for you. Point the toes. Inhale, reach back through the fingers. Next time you breathe out, dropping down onto the mat. Left ear on the floor. Relax through the whole body. So this is locust. You might stay with this variation for this third round. Otherwise, we're coming into floor bow. Taking the outside of the feet. You can point the toes or flex the feet, but breathe in as you kick back. Let that lift your chest off the floor. Deep breaths here. You might even rock a little bit on your belly because you're breathing so deep down into your belly. Deep breaths. Next time you breathe out, let it go, let it go. Take the right ear on the mat. Wriggle the hips a little bit just to relax the lower back. And coming all the way back into child's pose, just to lengthen through the spine again after those back bends. So just make sure you've got your bricks or your props nearby for this next pose. This is camel. So if you have the option of bricks, having them either side the feet, take the hands to the lower back, fingers up or down, and then as you breathe in, lift the chest. Take the gaze across the ceiling behind you. It doesn't matter how far you go. Keep supporting the lower back. If you can't reach behind and catch the heels, don't do it. Otherwise, go for it. The bricks are there as an option as well, but keep lifting the chest. Don't dump into your lower back. Breathing in, send the hips forward. Exhale, lifting up and over. Next time you breathe out, hands back to your lower back if they're not there already. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, coming all the way forward into child's pose, just to let your blood circulation come back to regular. Okay, coming onto your back, knees stay up to the sky. Make sure you can touch the back of your heels. As you breathe in, start to lift the hips up off the mat, lower back, middle back, upper back, coming up into bridge, pressing into the feet. Option to interlace the hands behind you, lifting up just a little bit higher, drawing your chest towards your chin. Next time you breathe out, slowly lowering down through the spine. And just windscreen wiper the knees just to release the lower back. Okay, option here to take a brick or a prop underneath you, to just onto that nice little platform at the base of the spine there, and you can just take a restorative version of bridge. Otherwise, coming into your second round of bridge. Keep pressing into the feet. Nice deep breaths into the chest. And next time you breathe out, slowly lower through the spine. Third option is to come into wheel, the full wheel. So hands either side of the ears, lifting all the way up. Otherwise, stay with bridge, whether that's supported bridge or regular bridge. If you're coming into wheel, option to lift the heels off the mat just gives you a little more space in your spine. As you breathe out, lower down through the spine. As you come back to the mat, windscreen wiper the knees, and then take the feet to touch. The knees drop out to the sides. Supta Baddha Konasana. Just allowing the whole spine to be on the floor. So taking a bolster or maybe a rolled up blanket or a towel, if you don't have a bolster, just underneath the hips, we're lifting the legs up to the sky. But just a gentle inversion, just tilting the pelvis as well. Just a nice, gentle, restorative space for your body and for your mind. So from here, just taking the bolster away again, we're taking the feet up over the head. If this doesn't work for you, keep your knees to your forehead. Otherwise, if you can touch the toes on the floor, straighten through the legs, so press through the heels. Option to take the legs to the sky, coming up into full shoulder stand. If you do, keep the hands to the lower back, press into the backs of the arms. As you release, take the knees back to the forehead or feet to the floor behind you. Option to interlace the hands and lay them along the mat behind you. Otherwise, keep your hands to your lower back as you slowly lower down through the spine. And making your way into your resting position, your most comfortable position, for 10 deep breaths. Notice if your mind becomes distracted. As soon as you notice it's become distracted, just gently draw it back to your breath. If it helps, you can count the breath. So as you breathe in, count 1. As you exhale, count 2. Just up to 10. And then start again at 1.